Good morning to you and you and you and you. Hey, bye. Right, we'll get this digger started up and then I'll explain what I got to do today. Because we've got the TMK on. We've got the TMK400 on with a geith tilt and hitch, and I'll explain what we're doing. Catch you in a second. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Right, so what am I on today? Well, I started yesterday and I'm just trimming out along the edge of the verge here. But as you can see up here, that's the hedge is overgrown so much it's come out onto the road. Now when people drive past, they're hitting their wing mirrors on it and all sorts. So all I'm doing here is coppicing it back down and relaying it back in there as a hedge. Well, I say a hedge, it's not a hedge, it's more of a windbreak for the wood, so it keeps warmth in the wood for the birds and what have you. So yeah, that's all I'm doing today, is literally just cutting this out all the way up to that avenue there. So yeah, that's what I'm on. So right, we'll make a start and crack on. It's as simple as that though, it's literally just cutting that hedge out. It's not really a hedge, it's all just ivy clad and overgrown, and yeah. But right, we'll make a start and start laying it back into the wood again. Do well. This is what it looks like at the minute, all the way along there. And this is what it'll look like when it's roughly done. That there. So it's cleared, it's stacked in there, and that's basically a windrow of all the stuff in there. Any decent trees, well, I say decent trees, but biggish trees like that, I'm just going to trim up, lift the canopy and leave them in. But yeah, no, that's what it'll look like when it's done, which is loads better. Got the hedge cutter, just trimming that hedge at the end there. This hedge, yes, we could cut it with a hedge cutter, but it'd take forever and it'd leave a hell of a mess. Whereas this, we'll just cut it out, lay it in, make a bit of a buffer zone, because if I clear it out without putting a windrow in, you can see into the wood and the wind will blow through and there'll be no warmth. At least like this, that'll keep a bit of the warmth in the bottom of the wood. But right, so it's literally just cut, lift, place, release, and just like knit it in together. That one there has got to come out anyway. Like cut that, flip it out of that tree there, lay it in there, and then we'll just tie it in with the next lot. Like that. Give it a little push down. And it's as simple as that. Just keep working it, picking any little bit up and chucking on there as well, just to try and build a big enough windrow up. And also that makes a bit of a habitat for wildlife as well. They can tuck up in that if they really want to. That's all that there is to it. And then just give that little pat down. Can't do too much because we're only coppicing, so that most of the stumps are still in there. Like that, as simple as that. Right, we'll just carry on. That's all there is to it. Just keep going along like I am here now. Just cut and lay. And what I'll do with that one right in front of me there is I'll half cut that, fold it over so it's still attached, and that'll grow in that windrow then. So what I'll do is back here somewhere, just give it a little like that, and then lay that down like that, and that should theoretically still be attached and should still grow. Unfortunately there's some elm here, but you can't leave it beside the road because the trouble with elm is that will eventually come down anyway. Right, we are absolutely flying through this now. That's what it looks like down there at the minute. So that's all took back, that's all windrowed. I'm 2/3 of the way through. Shut the window because it's absolutely peeing it down outside again. So I'm getting there slowly. That's what it looked like before. And then obviously cutting it out, and that's what it looks like now. So what I'll do is once I get to the end up there, finish tree shearing, I'll come back and I'll just face up all of this stuff that's leaning over, just roll it in to make it look like a actual hedge. That's a lovely yew tree in the back there. Another dead elm. So that's how dead that is. That just plucks out of the ground, like. Should be able to see that in the background now. That's a lovely view, that is. That's absolutely massive. Just got take a bough off here because it's overhanging the road. But I'll show you what I've done with the tree shear and how much that has opened up now. It's a hell of a difference. So before, this was all against the road. Now it's all away from the road, a good 3 metres off the road, apart from a couple of decent trees, which are oak trees which I've left in, and then everything is windrowed up like that. So that way it blocks the wood off and stops the wind going in. But so much better. Liability is taken away from the owner, and the road should be back here somewhere. So we might even come back and just scrape that to get it back to where it should be. But the difference that's made to open that up, loads better. Loads better. But right, we've now got to move to the next tree shearing job on this one, and that is literally to coppice a hedge down to about the same height as that one there. At the minute it's about 20 foot tall, they just need top taken out of it. But right, we'll get the digger moved to the next bit, and we'll see. Oh, pardon me. We'll see it. Yeah, get the digger moved. Right, I haven't got any footage of cutting this hedge, but as you can see, this one, I'm going along, and I'm literally cutting it to the same height as the hedge, all the way along. And the bits on the front of the road, I'm going to wait till somebody's standing the other side when I cut in case anything falls over. But at the minute, it's that high, and it needs cutting down to the same height as the roof on the cab of the digger. That's what I'm doing with this one. But that is it for this one. I'll add some more in on the next video, but don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, adios amigos.